Hello traders, it's Tomek here from Nikos Trading Academy and welcome in my forecast for indices, gold, silver, oil and Bitcoin. So last week we had really nice volatility all indices. So let's try to summarize the previous week and let's see what we might get in upcoming weeks. So first is DAX 40 right now, yes, because it was increased last week for another 10 companies. So please remember again to change a symbol if you have still problems on the MT4. So what we had last week, we discussed about this possible retracement back to the 36, back to the support level, and in case of the deeper retracement, we have next levels. If we pay attention on the daily chart, we draw this line, and last week we had this short daily 1 to 3. So we see that we get really strong momentum, and price went down, retested this trend line or support level. I will draw it, and now retrace again back to the 36 EMA. And this line is still holding. So what we have again, it's another daily short 1 to 3. It's a little bit steep because we see that it was quite strong move and quite strong retracement, but still this trend line is holding. Yeah? So if we pay attention, well, let's try to draw the next the new support level which we have, because last time we said that this trend line is not so perfect, and now we see that price went down and we have another level of support which is here. Okay, so right now we have two levels of support. We can delete this line because it's not relevant anymore, because if you pay attention, if price would go down and spike a little bit here and then decide to go up, then okay, we can say okay, this line is good. But in this case, price obviously broke this line strongly and stopped here. And if we pay attention, we have of course previous spikes here, so we have good level of support zone, so we don't need to draw this line anymore. Yes, so this is over, and what we have right now is possible bounce and continuation again to target this the support level. Anyway, let's see what we have last week first. And if we pay attention, this was really strong momentum. Basically, there was no option to grab any trades on the 1 hour chart, 4 hour chart. Only aggressive entry on the 1 hour time frame was here. Steep stop loss above 12 or above the 36 EMA. Of course, price went down, so it was nice trade. Only lower time frames entries. If we pay attention on the 15-minute chart, we have a lot of opportunities here. As you see here, we have first 1 to 3 after breakout, second 1 to 3, then price started to range another 1 to 3, and then even another 1 to 3 on the previous lows. Yeah, you see, so we had a lot of opportunities on the classic charts, but we had also opportunities on the Renko charts. Yeah, so we had option to jump in, and then after retesting this, price started to retrace, and this was really strong move. So aggressively we could try to look for potential entries against main direction. So if we go again to 1 hour time frame, if we look for this, we had two ways to trade this really aggressively. It's always after breaking of this trend line. This is volatility trend line on the 1 hour chart. Then we trade, because there was reason here, because we had support, we had double bottom, and after breakout of this trend line, our goal is 1 hour chart 36 EMA, because what price can do, price can retrace, react, and make another continuation. So this is our target. In this case, we see that price broke this. Yes, broke this. So it's even better for us. So let's try to pay attention if we have something. Of course, if we trade on if our target is from the 1 hour chart, then of course we have to go to lower time frames to look for potential setups. So let's see if there was something on the 15-minute chart. And on the 15-minute chart, we have this setup here. Yes. Here we see that previous highs were broken, so we had this 1 to 3. Later on, we had another a little bit ugly setup, because we could say, okay, this also might be our 1 to 3, but this is not so nice setup. It's like a kind of the breakout of of this wedge here. But if you can also try to trade in different way. If you see situation like this, what you can do, you can go to 5-minute time frame. And if we go back a little bit, where is it? Here, yeah, we will see that we have this wedge from the 15-minute chart. Yes, and what we have on the 5-minute breakout, retest 1 to 3 entry, stop loss. Yeah, so the last week was really good for DAX to have a lot of options. Yes, and those are the market conditions which we would like to catch. Sometimes you will get the strong volatility, and unfortunately you will not get entries setups, but definitely we would like to catch something like this, something like this. But if price start to make situation like this, we wait patiently to see finally some moves. Another way, of course, to trade against main direction. One last thing: if you see that you jump in, price is breaking this, yes, price is breaking this, you can of course manage your trade and target 4-hour chart 36 EMA. Yes, so this was our 4-hour chart 36 EMA. Why this is our target? Because if price went down and we decide and we will see retracement, our approach is that price first stop on the 36 and continue to go down, exactly the same like on the 1-hour chart. So there was our 4-hour chart 36 EMA. So we could, of course, if we jump in somewhere around this level, we see that we get momentum, we can try to target this zone. But if you didn't take any entries, we also had opportunities here on the 1-hour chart to jump into this trade. This is another option to trade against main direction. But the problem here was our target, because our stop loss would be around 15,000 points. Target is less than, it's like 10,000. Yeah, so then you need to decide. You see price reacted here, stopped here. Of course, right now we see that price went up, but if we decide to jump in and you see, okay, my entry is here and my 1-to-1 is here, but you know that this is 4-hour chart 36 EMA around this level, you have to manage your position around this zone just to achieve a break-even scenario. So you can, for example, close your first target. If your stop loss is here, you can just a little bit cut your stop loss, even maybe for small winning trade. Yes, and then if price breaks this, perfect, you have bonus lot which you can still trail. Let's try to see if there was something maybe to combine this with lower time frames, like 15-minute chart maybe. And on the 15-minute chart, what we have was this setup for us, entry. So you see, really nice week. Previous week, it would be around 7,000 point, and here is 7,000, so it's 1-to-1. So 1-to-1 would be hit. Let's see, but because I think also here we might have 5-minute time frame setup. Yes, as you see, here we have the first. And if you missed the first one, we could also say, okay, this is the second one. Entry here, stop loss below. So even better risk reward, because it will be around 4,000, and here around 9,000. So you see really nice price action last week. Yeah. So basically, whatever we took here, or here, everything will be winning. And this is why trading sometimes is difficult, because if we have situations like this, we want to trade. We want to trade so badly that we start to jump in some trades, and we are simply, if we are lucky, then everything is fine. But if not, we can lose all our profits which we made during the volatility. And this is a really good example. Market where we don't have much volatility, so we stay away, or we are careful, or we lower the risk. We trade more conservative. If we have volatility, we just would like to trade in this. Yeah. And we see that price reach this trend line. So what we have right now is we have on the 1-hour chart, on the 4, we know that this is a quite strong line for now, because we have like 1, 2, 3, 4 touches. This is our trend line from the 4-hour chart, which was broken, but price right now is sitting on the 4-hour chart 36 EMA. So what we can do, we can look for the 1-hour chart aggressive entry here. This is option to sell. So if market opens on Monday, yeah, if you have this entry, stop loss here or here. Yes, this is another way because this is we still have 4-hour chart long 1 to 3. We know that this is like a 4-hour chart 36 1 to 3. Yes, so we might still have setup on the 1-hour chart here, but price might react with the 4-hour, and it still can continue and maybe retest this, or will create double top. Okay, so that's why if we decide to jump in here, we can also say, okay, let's place stop loss here just to have protection. It will be like a bounce trading, yes, not like a classic 1 to 3. If you have, because classic 1 to 3 is entry and stop loss, yes, so this is how it is. But you can also say, okay, because it's not clear situation for me, I will wait to see another setup below. Okay, so this is another approach which you can do. Of course, our goal is down here. Okay, and if price breaks trend line with the previous stops, this is also a little bit of the resistance. We pay attention here. This is resistance. If price breaks this, then we can look for potential long scenarios and try to target this resistance. If we pay attention to levels from the 4-hour chart, just in case for intraday traders, scalpers, those are the levels where price might have some reactions. Yes. Of course, our goal is still here because we pay attention for, right now I have 20 lines, but we would like to pay attention for the situation which might happen here, okay? So then this, and maybe another reaction, yes, and maybe continuation, or maybe we will see a situation like this later on, that price will make bigger range. Yes, who knows? But this is what we have on DAX right now. NASDAQ, what we said last time. Breakout of the 36 EMA, and then we look for short entries, or here long entries. We see that price went down, didn't reach exactly our target, definitely broke this support level. So let's see what we had on the lower time frames. So you see on the lower time frames, price broke it. We didn't have any entries on the 4-hour chart, 1-hour time frame. Also nothing here, only here steep setup. Yeah, but it was okay to try with low risk. Entry here, stop loss around 10,000 point. First target would be hit. Yeah, so this was okay trade. Steep, yes, because we see that price went, straight forward, a small retracement, but here, in this case, back to the 36. Here we had also 15-minute entries, so probably on the Renko chart, you would also have some setups. Yes, here, yes, after trendline breakout, entry, stop loss, yeah, and then price went down. DAX had more setups in this case than than NASDAQ. So what we have right now, let me just delete the lines so we can have like a cleaner picture for now, just to see if we can draw something else. So let's try to draw trend line, and this is one line here, so it's a little bit far away from our current price action. Another line is here, which was broken, so we don't have much. We can just leave this line for now. About the support zone, we will see, okay, price retested this, so we can say, okay, this is our support. We know that we don't have history, so we have to use what we have right now, because price went down strongly, retested this, so let's leave it this. And of course, we have this trend line here, which still holds. So we are below the 36 EMA on the daily chart. However, 4-hour time frame is a little bit pointing up right now. There is also resistance area up here. So what we have, also here we have this. So we have clear idea what to do here. Those are our previous stops. Also here we have a little bit of the resistance. If we pay about attention to our support zone, this will be our support area. So it's easy here. Yes, we simply wait for breakouts. Yeah, we wait for breakouts here or here. Yes, so this is like this is option to trade like this. But if you are scalper, aggressive scalper or intraday trader, Short entries here, target this trend line. If price retraces back to this trend line, you will see reaction, long entries here, and target this line or this resistance. Okay, so this is also how you can trade, because there will be enough room for you. If price reach this, you have around 10,000 points here. If price reach this, you still have around 600 points, 6,000 points, or 10,000. So there is enough room to do even trades like that. Okay, so this is a NASDAQ. US 30 price broke our support zone, like we said, and reach our level here. You see, it was perfect. It's all the lines are from the last week. Yes, this is how I do analysis here. So we will at least what I recommend is also, if you are new or you begin, also try to understand if your analysis, if your top-down approach is good, because if you build confidence in that, the last thing is to just to find correct entries. Yes, and you don't have to think about your analysis, but you know, okay, I'm good at this. This is automatic, and you are in the automatic mode to make this analysis, and then you just simply look for possible entries. And as you see here, price broke this support and stopped almost perfectly on the support which we draw here. So last week we see, yes, price broke this, went down. All again, we didn't have setups on the higher time frames, like 4-hour chart, 1-hour chart. Breakouts were strong. This was only set up. Yes, this was broken, so we can just delete this because price just even didn't react. Here you had entry stop loss around 25,000 and price moved around 40,000, so it will be also not maybe 2-to-1, but it was okay trade to take. And here also on the lower time frames, let's see what happened here. On the 15-minute chart, we have, you see, breakout, retest. So we have first entry, another entry, retracement to the 12, stop loss below, another entry here. Yeah, so we see we have three entries here. Even if you are close, you see, to the support zone, if there is enough risk reward, it's okay to try. Yes, but then we have to, of course, lower our risk. Also here, to pay attention, 1-hour chart scenario with the 15-minute, 1 second. Yes, so you had also here entry, stop loss, 15,000 top. Yeah, so even two targets hit here. Yeah, so US 30 was also good. Retracements are again the same. Yes, exactly the same, but the difference here was that. For example, if we would like to trade retracement on the US 30, we could draw a line here. Yes, line like this. Yes, try to look for entries here. You know how to check it right now, so you can check by yourself. We had only this setup here, entry, stop loss. First target would be hit, then price didn't continue. Then what we had, double bottom on the 4-hour chart. We changed the angle of the trend line. We have this angle. And again, we look for trades against main direction, target 4-hour chart, 36 EMA. So 1-hour chart, we didn't get setups, lower time frame and entries here. We had only this entry, stop loss 25,000. Target was not so nice. Yes, so if you decide to take trade like that, if price hits this, you must manage your trade, because at this point we don't know if price continue to go up. Yes, right now it's easy to say, okay, price broke it, but right now, yes, previously we had really good area here to look for short entries. Yes, to look short entries here. So this is area where you must manage your trade. Right now, okay, price broke, so it's easy, but at this point, if you take the trade, you don't know. Okay, so please keep in mind this. Okay, it's easy to see right now, but if we trade, it's a little bit different story. So we have to get used to some things. So okay, so we have resistance. We have daily short 1 to 3. We also have a little bit of the resistance right now. So what can happen? We might, 4-hour chart trend line was broken here, but we still have daily 36 EMA. So we have a situation like this. Here is our trend line where price might react. We have to go to lower time frames to be to be sure. And this is only the trend line with only 2 touches, so we can draw it like this, we can draw it like that. So it's not easy to draw if we have 2. But what we can do, we can draw different angle here, and we wait for breakout here. Yes, here and here you wait for breakout. You don't trade in this area here. Okay, so this is what we have. New line, and of course, if price continue, then this is what we would like to target. Silver reach support zone, and if we pay attention to daily chart or even weekly, yes, we are still around this strong support zone, and of course we have next levels. Daily chart, double bottom right now or triple bottom. We said that price might continue to retest this, but right now it still holds this. So what we can do, trade short entry still after breakout of this and then target this or that. Or we can look for long bounce entries and then we target this and trade against main direction. In case of the breakout, we target this. Or we wait for daily short 1 to 3 and then we look for short entries to target support zone. Or we wait for retracement, and then after trend line breakout, we look for long entries and target this. So I showed you like 4 or 5 different scenarios which you can trade for different trading plans. Yes, because one trader will say, I do not trade against main direction, so I will wait for the retracement and I will start to look for sell entries. Or if I see momentum, I will start to sell, because if one trader say with main direction only, this is approach for him. Okay, so you please also keep in mind this. Okay, so how we can trade against main direction? If we would like to we draw a trend line on the 4-hour chart. This is basically line from the tops, so it's a little bit tricky. Ideally, we would like to wait for trend line breakout and then target this line. Okay, so this is the safest way. If we draw different angle of the line, we have this. So you can also try, but please remember that this line is a little bit stronger. So if you want to trade aggressively, if price breaks this, you can look for the lower time frames, but remember to manage your position here. Okay, because price still can react here and might go down. Remember that any long entry here is against main direction. Okay, so this is also important. Okay, so this is what we have. Basically, we can wait, okay, for breakout here or for breakout here if we like, or a different scenario which I showed you previously. Gold, what we have on gold. You see what happened? We set about the short entries here, bounce long entries here, short bounce entries here, or breakouts and long entries here. And the price, we see that bounced here, went up, retested this, went down, and still holds this. Okay, so this scenario happened. So let me delete this, and let's see what we have on the higher time frames. And on the higher time frames, we have exactly the same like from last week. Okay, because price just bounced between 2 levels. So what we can do, we can just adjust our lines a little bit. We can delete this, we can extend this. So right now we have again, if price breaks, short entries target support, and then and here you can look for long bounce entries if you like. And then what you do, you look for long entries, you target this. Here you look for short entries, you target that. And because price might range here, in case of breakout of this, you start to look for buys. But on the 4-hour chart, we have resistance here, so you need to be also careful here, because this is also quite strong resistance from the daily chart. Okay, and maybe we'll get something like this also. It's possible. So if we go to lower time frames, if we would like to trade here, we can say, okay, we have this trend line. Whenever price breaks trend line, we can look for buy entries. We also would like to see that price is breaking those tops here, and then you look for long entries and target this trend line. and then resistance. So we have this, or we have breakout here, and then you look for short entries. Oil went up. Yeah, we see that our scenario happened because we set about potential long scenarios, because weekly we had weekly long 1 to 3. So price is reaching our previous top, which is the resistance. But if we pay attention, we also have the last high here. So maybe price will continue to go up to this level, or even higher to the previous one. Yeah. Right now we are on the tops, so we can leave this. We will see if we have reaction. Reaction might happen. But right now still we are pointing up, so we want to buy. On the 1 hour chart, we had only this option here. So it was quite late. Yes, usually we want to see options here. Lower time frames maybe. 15-minute chart, if we pay attention. Where is our 2 to 3 line? We don't have. Where is this? I want to see this scenario here. So let me just quickly see if there was something on the 15-minute. And on the 15-minute, yes, here was first, which is not easy to spot, but then you had the retracement back to this level. Yeah, so there was option on the 15-minute. This is like first, then you can have second one. Yes, if you missed first one, this could be your second one. This is another one. Yes, so we had we have setups to trade here. And now we just wait again for retracement, and we would like to buy. Okay, so you wait for the retracement. We are on the resistance, so some traders maybe would like to sell it, but I would like to see that prices struggle here. So if you really would like to sell this, wait at least for some, I don't know, double top on the 1 hour chart, together with that maybe trend line breakout, look for short entries and then target this trend line. Otherwise, just wait for the retracement and look for buy entries and then target resistance. Okay. So this is option. If price breaks 4 hour chart trend line, you look for short entries, but your target is daily 36 EMA. Okay, so this will be your this is your goal, because what else we can have? Maybe price will retrace to the 36, and we'll get another continuation of this up move. Okay, so this is what we have here. And Bitcoin, I think last week I forgot about Bitcoin analysis, so sorry about that. Let's see what we have here. Weekly chart. Right now, momentum is pushing down, but and we have this situation that this might be like a lower high on the weekly and continuation of this down move, or we have like a 1 to 3 and another 1 to 3 and possible continuation to previous tops. So this is what we might have. Right now we don't know yet, but those are two scenarios which might happen. So we go to daily chart. Right now daily is pointing down, is pushing down. Yes, because we had breakout of the 36 EMA. We also had lower high here, and price might go down. Currently, we are also around strong support level from the daily perspective. Yes, next support is lower here. So if we pay attention to this, sorry for that, we can go to 4 hour chart, and conservative traders, this is like lowest point, will wait for breakout here or here. Okay. And other traders, scalpers, intraday traders, can look for long entries here and target this, or retracement, short entries here and target this. Okay, so this is what you can do in terms of the short-term trading. And also here, if you like, because we are below, price made for us short 1 to 3. However, we have right now range, so you can look for short entries here and target this, or breakout of this and then long entries and target this. Okay, so this is what we have, and this is what we can trade. So guys, thanks for watching this video. I hope this week will be again exactly the same like previous week where we had a lot of opportunities. If you have any questions, feel free to contact us. So wish you all a great weekend and see you soon. Bye.